welcome back. It's still the rest day, and we've still got the old Grail house to do out here. I just noticed like it's sort of like the building's like leaning forward, but built sort of like leaning forward, not sort of as if it's collapsing. Interesting. I still like the black and white nature, and I like that this thing's gone red. But yeah, this is going to be another theory part, obviously. No idea what's coming after this. Like, this bit. Yeah. Very interesting. But, obviously, like before, it'll be very much like I'm passing it over to future me so it's more coherent, so I can collect my thoughts.
Let us begin.
And edit it properly and stuff like that. So, over to future me, who has a theory about who is the Grand Master, but taking into account the stuff from Nayuta. Hello. Future me here. So very much a case of like, if you do want to avoid spoilers for Nayuta, go to this time code right now. Not sure any warning. Right, we're in. So, it's very much the idea, if we're thinking like what happened in Nayuta with the mythos and the idols and stuff like that.
Let's go.
We know of the 4 like lower elements that would apply here, like fire, earth, water. Is it water? I'm like ice. It's water. Fire, earth, water, wind. Yeah. That's what we got as the lower elements. And then you got the higher elements. Noi basically represented space.
Battle complete.
So if we're applying like the 7 elements over to Nayuta, we're missing 2 idols. We're missing 2, which is mirage and time. So my thought process is like, where could they have gone from Nayuta? Here. They're here in Zemuria. This is where they are. Time and Mirage are here. The idols are here. So, the theory here is like, it's still very much that the Grandmaster is Mirage, but she's not the Septarian of Mirage. She's the idol of Mirage. And again, with the idea of the Pope being the idol of time. Now, it's very much an idea, like, then spreads into this idea of, like, okay, same general logic what we had previously with the theory before, but now it's a case of, like, why are the idols here? What's going on? That expands into a greater theory that we want to discuss right here, which is, how does Nayuta fit? If we want to try and apply it, what's my theory? How do I think this is going to play out? How does it fit? How does Zemuria literally fit with the planet that we see
My turn.
in Nayuta? And so, this is why it was like very much like if you get spoilers, you don't want spoilers if you don't know. So Nayuta's planet went boom in the past, right? And there's a big chunk just disappeared. I still think that did disappear in the sense of like it blew up, it's gone. That landmass, that chunk is gone. But we do know there was like artifacts and fragments found from that location. Some of them are armor that very much matches what we hear with like Duvalie and stuff like that. It's like, huh.
Those sword tricks of yours sure
bear
came
with
in
me while I
handy.
go through this. It's sort of like
I trust your skills in battle.
still trying to piece little things together in my head as I go through this, but this is my general idea is
Nice.
Adios was a mythos. Okay. What happened was, when the explosion happened in Nayuta, she transported the souls of those who died. Not the physical bodies or anything like that, just like sort of like transported the souls of those who died at that explosion to a pocket dimension. And within this pocket dimension, we sort of have an idealized version of what the continent where
We'll end this quick.
Alexandria, that was the name of it, wasn't it? Alexandria used to be.
Later, suckers.
That idea of like this amazing place. I think it was Alexandria, or that may have just been the place that was on the thing in orbit. But still, whatever landmass was there, that there was a fight going on and stuff like that, it's like, and it caused the explosion. That, in itself, is gone. But the souls of those who were there were transported to a pocket dimension, and the perfect idealized version of that landmass that exploded, that's disappeared, that's gone, is Zemuria. Like, it's sort of like it's generated by thought, almost. I don't want to say what it's like, because that would be spoilers for another game, but those who know what it's sort of like. And it's just a case of like, what do I think is going on from that then? So it's like, okay, so you transported it to a, like all these souls to a pocket dimension, and then therefore generated this world. Or just this landmass, basically. It's not necessarily a globe, but just this landmass. But I think wherever she's taken them
You can't escape! Fire!
is somewhere
Sure.
dangerous. And there is something outside, which I have been informed is called the Beyond. So it's like I have a name for it, essentially. So it's like, yeah, okay, so what this Beyond is what the dimension normally is. But this sort of Zemurian continent needs to be sort of protected from that Beyond.
Behold,
So I think the
Vander
mythos
style.
that is Eidos sacrificed herself in order to generate power, in order to have a bubble around this continent to protect everyone's souls, made manifest basically on Zemuria. And that is what I think is like the firmament, a barrier, all that type of stuff, protecting them from the outside, from the Beyond. And that's why she's the
it's a
goddess
treasure
of the
chest.
sky, because of her sacrifice to do that, to save them from wherever they've ended up. But then the question then comes down to, okay, so they're here. What's the point? What's the purpose? Is it just to save them? I don't think so. I think it's something along the lines of either a test, or redemption, or even rehabilitation in some regards, as to what Eidos' plan was. Because we know the Mythos weren't exactly happy with the humans and stuff like that. But I think Eidos was maybe a Mythos that sort of thought they're worth saving.
Locked and loaded!
They're worth giving a second chance to. Sort of like the idea of what we got to in the actual Nayuta stories. Like,
This one
they're
might be
worth
worth
that
my
second
time.
chance. So now we're back with this idealized version of Zemuria. It's still eventually going to end up with the exact same point where they end up blowing themselves up. Hence you get to similar situations here with like the Great Collapse.
It's mine!
And then you end up with like all these wars
Sure.
that have happened. We're heading to like a really dangerous
Crazy
end of the world
heights.
scenario here.
My turn.
It's that sort of thing. And what I think's going on is that
I'll cast a spell
over
on
time, they keep failing. Like the souls, the humans, keep failing.
Brilliant!
And then the end of the world happens. And then this whole like redemption thing gets reset back to how it was originally. Back to the perfect idea again.
Now.
But that's what the whole idea of like, things are trying to be changed.
I ain't done with you yet.
That's the plan. But I think that's where the idols come into that logic. The idols are trying to see how they can probably adapt the situation, try and
Sweet dreams.
adjust the humans in order to push them in the right direction. And I think
Weak.
the Idol of Mirage and the Idol of Time are at odds on how they want to do that. So you've got the Idol of Time wants to bring about through faith, and like change how they think and like reject certain ideas and really make them think a certain way, and that would therefore make them avoid certain disaster.
It's my turn.
That's what I think the church's aim is with that,
My
if we're
turn.
thinking in this logic. What I think Ouroboros is doing
It's go
is the
time.
complete opposite. Rather than trying to push them down a certain path and try and say like, no, this is good, this is bad, like treating them like children, essentially.
It's
I
mine.
think what Ouroboros would be doing, and therefore the Grandmaster, therefore the Idol of Mirage, is actually doing a different approach of trying more
I'll
to
care
give
for
them
you.
more
Thanks.
free will by taking away the powers So that's the thing, it's like, if you have this amazing power that can do all these amazing things, you're gonna seek it out.
Oh,
if you
did
take
we
it away,
win?
you're left to your own devices. You have, like, pure free will. You're not overcome by that desire for that power. And I think that's what Ouroboros is doing. It's like, they're working on similar wavelengths, like the whole idea of, like, artifacts being confiscated by the church and stuff like that.
Loaded.
It's all that different approach, and I think that's where the logic in this could
Let's do
really
this.
apply. I couldn't resist that three-chained barrel. Barrel? Barrel, yes. Three-chained battle then, couldn't I? It was just like, well, I'm gonna have this at this point, with these little funny guys. But there is some missing pieces in this logic right now. It's more of sort of like, if I could possibly tie them together, that's how I would tie them together. But I'm not saying like that's definitely it. It's like, that's a possible way of connecting them, right? Possible, but not concrete in any way. Like, no, not concrete in any way at all. It's very much pure conjecture because there's nothing really to hint at a definite connection. But it could be possible. It could work.
It's mine!
The thing that makes it sort of like, is there a possibility to explain the Herschel name?
They keep coming.
So we have Nayuta Herschel,
All
we have
right.
Toa Herschel.
You can't escape.
So what I was like asking on Discord at one point is like, what happened to Nayuta's parents? It's like they went off in search of lost heaven
I shall
and
go.
disappeared.
Activate.
So assuming they went off to like the end of the world,
I got this.
maybe they crossed like a dimensional barrier or something and ended up in
It's my turn.
this world, in this Zemuria.
Let's go.
And then they eventually had some more kids. I don't know how far down the line that could be, or anything like that.
An opening.
So it's like, Nayuta could be like a great uncle or something like that, possibly to
Here
Toa.
I go.
That could be a thing in that regard. It's like, I don't know, or a great uncle. Just depends how far back this whole idea
My turn.
goes. And I just,
Here I go.
I don't know, there's little pieces, and it doesn't really explain
Sure.
in this idea, like, of the idols,
My turn.
where the Septarians fall into this. Like, where did they fall into this? I suppose they could be the
shall
gears that we were collecting in Nayuta.
An
That's a
opening.
sort of similar approach
Here
there.
I go.
Could be them. It also doesn't
I shall
explain Campy. Like, how does Campy fit into
My
that?
turn.
Because in this scenario, he wouldn't be like a divine
Defend your
beast
style.
of anything. Or maybe he still is. I don't know. It's open to interpretation, but I would very much like to see your theories on how Nayuta could possibly fit into
I
this.
must train even
But
more.
that's it, and we have a bit of extra time, so let's mess with the people who have jumped to the spoiler point. And that's why I think that the Grandmaster is actually Adol Christine from the Yeast series. Anyway, over to past me, who's had a little rest at the...
Ah, a place to rest.
Well, I'm assuming that would be enough time for the theory that I need to lay out. Took a bit longer than I expected, that
It's a
dungeon.
tough one. Careful.
How's this?
Let's see if I can get behind it.
Watch out.
Oh.
This is a tough one.
Sure, I could have got an advantage then, but no.
Damn it!
It's good. CP's going back up. I need it with
Alright.
Una, really. This CP up. Let's see here. We could light speed flash, but it's not really helpful. Could get that going, but not yet. Absolute reflect can be good. Delay is usually always good, but... 6 turns. Get the break damage. It's very much like, I feel like hold on for now. Still gonna go Burning Heart to get it further up.
Burning heart.
Let's go.
I need to summon the Spiegel at some point. No, the Blade Dance.
Very well.
Come in with a normal hit.
Sha!
See what we get going
My
on
turn.
here. Obviously, Ebon Shade.
Stealth mode. Activate.
An
Patience
opening.
working nicely there. Doesn't seem
Not
like it's got
today.
too much health, does it?
My turn.
Like, we might be okay in terms of stuff. Okay, so I'm thinking normal hits. For now.
All right.
Burning Heart.
Burning heart.
My turn.
Your turn. So now I'm thinking let's just go crazy.
Go wild.
Go
Crazy
wild.
hunt.
Let's go. Sha!
Ooh, didn't expect that.
They're mine.
Ragnar. Like, screw it.
Behold, the dual blades of Vander. Now, I'll end it. Ha! Ragnar.
I didn't summon the Spiegel.
Strike!
Jack. Maybe we'll get a chance.
Now, let's dance.
Interesting.
I ain't done with you yet. Bilio Raid! Sweet dreams.
ADF is down.
This is it. Yeah. One more. I'll finish it. Excel Breaker.
Now, transform.
Just depends how much damage we do here.
Sync complete.
What happens,
Go,
really.
Arcadius gear. Ready, launch. Brionac, open fire. Exterminating target. Yeah!
Damn it. Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
Don't give up.
Thank you.
Ooh.
It's my turn.
Okay, so let's go with Ebon Crest at this
Let's go.
point.
Evan Crest.
It's just very, very
my
wise, I
turn.
feel. And let's summon the Jarkin.
Nuh-uh.
I shall go. There. Now,
It's mine.
I'll finish it.
Nice. Didn't even get to the Jarkin.
Oh, this little bunny's got some bite.
Your weapon specs are impressive as well, Ash. Stats updated.
Again, it's just for some hair. I wonder if this is going to play out anything different in the future, sort of thing. Oh, it hasn't got a ceiling. Interesting. Doesn't feel like it's outside. Let's go back to the entrance then. And now we're ahead. Gotta walk out, haven't I? Alright, so Rose's Atlia. Now last time when we returned, things were slightly different. I'm just wondering with Rose. Nope. Very well. Now we're definitely done with everything, aren't we? I think so. So let's head up then. And end for today. We'll be setting out for Crossbell soon. Should I turn in for the day? Turn in for the day.
Looks like you went up a rank.
Lovely.
Here's a little treat
Thank
on
you.
me.
Oh. How delightful.
Well, ain't that a pleasant surprise?
It is. It's a new day, everyone. Departing Aaron once again. I wish you the best of luck, young lions. I have every confidence you'll find the remaining singularities. We certainly will. Once these singularities are secured, the path to the instructor will open up. Yeah, we can do this. Now that's the Class 7 spirit. We'll meet back here after dealing with Crossbell and Heimdall. The 5 of us, and 2 of old Class 7, will be taking on Crossbell. And one of those will have to be Elisa or Eustace. Well, that's what I was thinking, but I was thinking of taking both. Right. Managed to gather a decent amount of intel about the city. There's an RF office there too, so our connections could come in handy. Those are the 2 I was thinking. We both have stuff we can get done in Heimdall too, so we decided to split up. Ooh. V, Sarah and I are planning to go to the capital. I have some contacts in the guild that might be able to help. We'll check up on the Vander School and St. Estrella while we're there. I appreciate it. Just don't spread yourselves too thin, alright? I'm fine going with either group. Heimdall's my hometown, but I'm concerned about Crossbell too. I feel you're better suited for Heimdall. I was supposed to get to Crossbell anyway. Weren't you guys still discussing it last night? Don't worry about that. We've worked something out. Right, Emma? Right. Whenever you're ready, come meet me in the clearing. Just don't take too long. I have an appointment we need to keep. The clearing, as in the place we left our Panzer soldiers. What is this appointment you mentioned? You'll find out soon enough. Is it gonna be your airship? Because you've clearly got one, Gaius. Come on, we'll accompany you for part of the way. Our teleportation stone's over there too. It's gotta be his airship. He's gotta have one. He's gotta have one. I'll be away for most of the day. I'd like you to do some cleaning while I'm gone. Maybe air out the bookcase a little too? Oh, I can't remember the last time you let me do a spot of spring cleaning. This is going to be good. Don't get carried away, alright? I know you prefer things to be as neat and tidy as possible, but that's not me. I like it better when the place is still a little messy. Okay, so we're aiming for something medium rare. Rarer than that. Think blue. Grandmother, this is no way to live. Where are you going today, anyway? Are you meeting up with someone? Could it be to discuss your alliance with the church, perhaps? So, it's that guy who taught Instructor Rean back in the day. I mean Thomas. That shady Dominion weirdo. Good. I'd heard he'd gotten in touch. You young people are so nosy. I'm simply running some trifling errands, that's all. Now don't you have matters of your own to attend to? Be mindful of the dangers you'll face in the land of strife. I'm going to collect information and take care of some other tasks. I'll be back in the evening. Crossbell is a fated land. On the surface and underneath it, danger lies. Hope you'll be careful out there. You always take care of the cleaning when you're home, Emma, but that's been about the extent of it, right? Either way, today calls for a good shift. Really, I'm sorry. I'll help when I come back, okay? No worries. Cooking, cleaning, washing, taking care of the elder is our job, after all. Sounds like Rose doesn't bother with house chores. She's not the most tidy person, mainly because she doesn't need much else other than mana to get by. You always take good care. Yeah. Good shift. Could easily read that wrong. So today calls for a good shit. Alright. Okay, we seem okay with that. This is such crap. Hina keeps pestering me every morning, and then I have to help out Mum on top of that. I've had it. I'm done here. I'm getting out of this stupid village. Once I do, it's goodbye. No good, dreary life. Hello, big, wide, wonderful world. He's really up in arms about this, huh? Yes, but I'm afraid we can't really do much to help. Yeah, leave him be. He's just being a selfish little brat. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna leave this dump behind for good. As soon as I figure out how. Good luck with that, mate. Good luck with that. You happy? You happy? Warned you. I warned you. I did. Crossbell has become an imperial territory more than once in the past. Our wandering witches have kept various records. There's plenty of mysteries we've yet to uncover, though. The alchemy used there is different from the magic we're familiar with. So I can't give you any decent advice this time. Just be careful, understand? We will. Thank you very much. I promise we won't go overboard. We'll see you when we get back, Lise. The alchemy developed with crossbow isn't like our magic. And they've got plenty going on behind the scenes that we've never dealt with. Still, now that it's part of the Empire, it's at the mercy of the Great Twilight, the same as everywhere else. Stay safe out there. We're good for tea. Gotta make sure we've always got the tea stocked up. That's the important thing. Gotta always have a supply of magical classic tea. Okay. What's going on here? Oh, Emma. You guys are just about to leave, I take it. You're going to Crossbell, right? It's been turned into the front line of the war. Yeah, it's gonna be dangerous, but still like to give the place a thorough look over. Makes sense. It's your hometown, after all. As luck would have it, both Crossbell and Heimdall seem likely candidates for the remaining singularities. That's why we're going to check things out. Take care of the village while we're gone, okay, Nina? You got it, Emma. You take care of yourself out there, too. Been to Crossbell a bunch of times at this point, huh, Emma? So cool, I'd like to see it for myself someday. Ever get to become a wandering witch, that is. Well, if anybody has the makings of one, it's you, Nina. You are your mother's daughter, after all. Not to mention all the work you put into your training every day. You really mean that, Emma? Guess I can't let you down, then. I'll get there one step at a time. Let's start with Gandalf here, then. Hey there. You're traveling by some pretty far-out means these days. Weird times call for weird measures, I guess. You'll be able to take along your soldats this time. So make sure you're all equipped and ready before you go. Wait, we're doing this without soldats? Totally getting on a macabre. It might be a little difficult to bring them along with us. It's not impossible, it's better if you plan with the assumption that you won't have them with you. It's too bad, but we can work around it. It's gonna be tough, though. Guess we just lost one of our major trump cards, huh? Apart from the instructor. Whole class is here now. We'll be able to think of a solution. Hey there, I hear you're traveling by some pretty far-out means these days. Lies in the face of our village's traditions, but I reckon we can make an exception. Looks like you'll be going without your Panther Swordats this time. Take that into account while getting yourselves ready. Alright. Shortcut. Noah's already tottering all over the place. She's totally unfazed by anything, stubborn as a mule, too. Maybe it's time for her to begin her training in earnest. Oh, it's a person, I keep saying this. I don't like to think of what might happen if her magic went out of control, though. Isn't Noah a little too young for that? She's at the age when she takes an interest in anything that moves. Heck, even some stuff that doesn't. Why not just let her be? But she doesn't realize her actions have consequences. That's just the kind of attitude that could get her hurt. Okay, I hear you. Still think it's too soon for her to start training, but it couldn't hurt to start teaching her about magic and our village. It's a great idea. I knew I married you for a reason. Oh. I think worries too much. She always fusses over Noah. Not that I don't understand her concern. I'll go see if I can pick up anything useful info. To a little drink, of course. Make sure you're all prepared before you leave, alright? Alright, same again. Eucleus has been so busy lately, but hardly any time together. I'm glad you got a chance to catch up this morning. Instead, you're going to Crossbell next. Here you go, the usual. Hope you find it useful. Really appreciate all this help. I'll be sure to make good use of them. Always happy to be of service. This will be a long journey, but I'm sure you can handle it. Be sure to come back and show me those smiling faces of yours again. Eucleus will be heading out soon. I better give him a potion. Once I've restocked our medicinal supply, also got to take care of Noah and get the cleaning done. Alright. Nothing special there. Anything to trade? No. Alright. Don't know why I didn't teleport. Right, here we go. Okay, I've just got to focus my magic. I can see it. Master, I did it! Finally, after 2 weeks, you have a lot of fine-tuning to do. But you managed to focus your magic well. You put in good effort, Sigyn. I can tell you're going to improve. Yes, I'm going to be just like you someday. Like me, hmm? It's rather ambitious. You need at least 50 years to learn the basics. You're kidding, right? Do I look like a kidder? It took me 20 years to learn the basics when I was your age. You don't have the same raw potential that I did, so you'll need at least 50. Oh, I've been all chrome by then. Is that definitely like... Yeah, very well. Or Sigyn. What else we got left around here before we probably finish up? People up there and the general store. Oh, Cerberus. Pull it together, Loki. Don't be such a little baby. Morning, Noah. Oh, wait, what's going on this time? Is that your familiar over there with Cerberus? I came by to check on Loki, but I think that doggy's making him nervous. Little pup isn't even a monster. He's still scared. Bad, Loki. Bad. Dogs can be rather frightening, what with their barking and howling. But I want Loki to be cool and strong and tough. And cute. And fluffy. And to always, always love me, no matter what. This child's standards are rather high. Might as well be a regular-ass pet at this point. Look how scared he is. That little pup isn't even a monster. Bad, Loki, bad. You're cooler than this. Pull it together. Adorable. Off? Woof woof. Am I crazy or are they having a conversation? What? You gonna interpret for us or something? It wouldn't be out of the question were he talking to a human instead of another animal. Too bad that's not the case. Maybe we should just let them work it out. Agreed. Both of them will likely back down before too long. Looks pretty puzzled. Guess things aren't really getting across. Indeed, Q, indeed. Let's get this topped up while we're here. Think we can turbo through this at this point. Save us a bit of time. No rose this time.
Whew, felt pretty good.
Cute. Right, so general store, so it'd be Jingo. And what's she done now is what I'm thinking. Oh, she's got a laptop out. Even looking at. Not sure. I pulled an all-nighter yesterday reading the Royal Lions records. 10 out of 10, would recommend. It tired me out though, I need a rest. Hey, you're heading to Crossbell, right? Haven't contacted Mama in a while. Slipped my mind somehow. So if you'll be in the area, can you stop by her store to say hi and tell her I'm alive and well? You seem to be thriving since you've struck out on your own. I'll pass your message on to your mother if we see her. I'm making a deal of epic proportions with the old man. Sent Cerberus to get supplies the other people from this village ordered too. The old man still won't let me touch anything to do with the forbidden arts, but it's okay with selling you run-of-the-mill magic trinkets. Let me know if there's anything you want. I can get you some pretty sick stuff too. Tripled up.
I got some good stuff.
I doubt you've got anything I really want at this point, but...
Come on, buy some more.
No! That Jingo girl gave me some products from the outside world in exchange for letting her peruse my inventory. This denture cleanser is really quite remarkable. Elf just seems to fly away. Decided to go through Nine Valley and put a whole crate of the stuff. There's all kinds of useful items beside that too. It's possible it'd be good for the village, so maybe I should get ordering. Still too sure I was taking it easy, what with drinking juice. It's an energy drink, but and such since the morning. But it does seem she was up all night reading through the records of the wars from the Middle Ages. Guess it's no surprise. And we don't have an Imperial Chronicle. Okay, very well. I don't feel like I need any of them. Right, so we'll end this part here then. In the next part, we'll head to the clearing and start making our way to the Crossbell. To the Crossbell. Not to Crossbell, the Crossbell. So we'll see you in the next part.
Our destination is just beyond the wooden gate on the far left.
Let's make sure everyone's ready before we go ahead.
Ta-da for now.